Okay, starting with Jihei. You said, I cannot stay in the small space for a long time, and as I said earlier, that means you are possibly claustrophobic, or you have a claustrophobia. So the word phobia is kind of like a fear, so claustrophobia. Now she's getting more famous and famous. Now her fame is growing. Until now, 3 million people have watched that movie in just 10 days. In just the first 10 days since release, or since it's been released in the last 10 days, 3 million people have watched it. And I just want to correct Jihei and Misan, you both said the Frozen. You don't have to say the, just Frozen. Yeah. And then, Jihei, you were talking about the. You were talking about all the people that showed up to the Beauty and the Beast movie and Frozen were kind of the same. So you said, so it's the same data, so it's the same statistics, or similar statistics, or comparable, or you can say the same turnout. A turnout is basically how many people show up to an event. So it can be for like a wedding, it can be for a class, or it can be for a concert. You know, what's the turnout like? Oh, it's a pretty good turnout. That means a lot of people came. It's full. It's a pretty low turnout. Or a pretty poor turnout means that not that many people came. They don't have any afraid. They don't have any fear. Ajumas don't have any fear. In business, if one item is hit, then the next year they're going to make another edition. In business, if there's an item that's a hit, then they will continue to improve and market that item. Kiwan, the worth thing is 12-hour flying in the middle of two big guys. I just wanted to point out your pronunciation of worst. Yeah, should be W-O-R-S-T, but you said worth. And also, 12-hour flying in the middle of two guys, two big guys. The worst possible scenario is what I would say. The worst possible scenario for me is to be wedged between two big guys. To wedge something is to kind of stick something to where it can't move. Do you guys know what's the door wedge? When you open the door and you stick something below the door so that it can't move, that's a door wedge. Yeah. So to be wedged between two big guys. When you're wedged between something, that means you can't move at all. Shoulder to shoulder. I'm easily forget about the scandals. I keep my head out of it. When people in some of my old work offices, you know, sometimes there's some gossip that goes around, and people are talking about, oh, I heard this, I heard that, and some rumors, right? And I always tell them, keep your head out of it. Keep your head out of it. That means just don't get involved. Last, you said my boss's boycotting came to my mind. It just came to mind that my boss was boycotting something. Misan? We were talking about the chart pitch. You said the woman good at to do that. Women are, I would say that women have a comparative advantage, maybe. Women have a comparative advantage in that area. Then you said the woman born children. Actually, we call it that women bear children. Yeah, women bear children. He artificially broke a bird leg when you were talking about the fairy tale. He purposefully broke a bird's leg. Yeah, yeah. And then we were talking about the Disney movies being remade. You said we have good memories of this. We feel nostalgic. Nostalgia is kind of like some old good feelings, yeah, that you're familiar with. Very comfortable feelings. Kind of excited when you think about the past. Nostalgic. Nostalgic. Nostalgia is the noun of that, yeah. Yehan, you said, and like to adventure new world, explore the new world. And like to explore the new world. It's almost original, but they added some extra version when you were talking about the new Beauty and the Beast. It's like the original, but updated. And I think they lack of imagination. I think they have run out of ideas, or I think they lack originality. And that's all.